What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. This one's a bit different. I got a message yesterday from my mate Matt and he asked me to come around today and give him a hand checking over his car. He unfortunately had a brain injury at work a few months ago. He's alright, but it's still affecting him a little bit. He's been off work for a while, but he has been pottering away on his R34 that he's been building recently to get it ready for tune. So he just wanted me to come over and give it a quick go over just to check everything that's alright. Matt's actually the one that built Jackson's S14 that we did a video on a while ago. Jackson's car is sick, works awesome. Matt does awesome work, so it's pretty cool that he's asked me to come and have a look at his R34 for him. We're also going to be doing some work on Jackson's S14 today as well, I think, actually. But this also might be a regular thing going and helping Matt out. He's always doing some cool stuff and always needs a hand. So if that's something that you guys would like to see, let me know in the comments. So I've made it down to Maddie's, and a few of you will remember this place. Before I got my S14 tuned, the last few hours, Matt absolutely saved my ass and got me ready for tune. Today, I'm down here, and what are we doing today?
Well, today, this goes away for a tune in like 4 days' time. I had a bit of a brain injury 4 or 5 months ago, and I trust myself, but I want someone else that knows what they're doing somewhat to, you know, have a quick check over the car and make sure it's all good, so that when it goes to the tuner I don't have to go down there and make sure it's going to run right on the day and shit.
The last time I saw it, this actually had like a standard turbo setup and stuff on it, but you've since gone obviously front facer, big turbo.
Yeah, so I got this to replace my Cephii, and I took all my running gear out of my Cephii track car and put it in this, which was just standard turbo and standard everything really, and then had it all built for chrome last year as it sits pretty much, but then it didn't run on the day. Like run to go on the trailer, got all the way to chrome, wouldn't start, couldn't get through scrutineering to get it on the track and shit, so I brought it home and threw a tantrum and threw it in the corner and forgot about it. Since I've been unwell, I've just potted away with it here and there and got it to a stage where I can get it all the way back to the tuner again. But it's had new front facing plenum, bigger injectors, Garrett top mount turbo, hybrid manifold, Changa wastegate, Changa fuel pressure rig. Yeah, I'd like to make even flat fours I'd be happy as with, because, you know, I just want something to go beat on. It doesn't have to be super savage. We've got a couple other rides that are already pretty savage that we can beat on. So
yeah, well, we've got Jackson's S14, which you guys have seen, and there's a BMW around there which we're going to talk about in a second.
Yeah, but yeah, otherwise I'm pretty happy with just 400 on E50, and then as long as it does its thing, then everyone can jump in it and have a turn. I'm about sharing it.
There's a big Kaikoura mission happening this weekend, so hopefully, if the tune goes well on Thursday.
Yeah, if the tune goes well on Thursday, hopefully we'll head up Saturday afternoon and beat on it Sunday, Monday.
I'm keen as to do some laps in this.
There's a big stack of tyres over there that need use, so.
Yeah, the last time I drifted was the last time I drove my S14, which was way too long ago.
Yeah, hard. I just watched you on the sim, it was a bit average.
So yeah, this obviously got wide body,
yep,
sick wheels, big brakes. It's got an angle kit up front. This has actually got the angle kit out of
your 33?
My 33.
Yeah,
so you guys remember my Kaikoura hack, the 33, the Mighty 20E? Parts of it are now living on in this 34.
They sure are, actually. So it's pretty much, it was built out of spare parts, the first car, and this is pretty much built out of spare parts again. It was everyone's bits that they replaced, and we just made sure they're going to be okay and do the job. Before
we jump into going over this thing, we've got one car around here that we want to check out quickly, and this car is actually for sale, right?
Yeah, it is for sale. Come at me and buy it, please.
This is a E36 BMW, but this ain't your average E36. It's got a full roll cage, but the cool thing about this car, fully forged RB26 deck.
Freshly tuned, 500 horsepower the day before last track day, just so it was going to be happy as to beat on it, because we put a couple of new 650 horsepower pumps in the back of it because one of them died.
And this is 500 horsepower. This thing actually made 500 kilowatt before, didn't it?
On the previous owner he had way more in it, but we just wanted it reliable. It was literally just to seat time.
And 500 kilowatts around like 700 horsepower, so this thing is capable of crazy numbers.
Yeah, and really all it needs is a bit of love and dressed up to be tidy, and it'd be a beautiful wee car. Don't want to sell it, but it's got to go.
So
cold start on it.
How much are you asking for it?
35k is the asking price. As it sits completely, hasn't been started since it got parked here, but I'll give it a hoon. Nice wee cold start.
Starts right up.
Yeah, it's a wicked car. reliable as, does everything you want it to do, and it's got more lock than you can literally use.
So it's got a SLR drifting.
Lock kit,
Yeah.
electric power steering, and I mean it's not shy of locking.
That's some hectic angle.
Right, so it's had a new plenum, new exhaust manifold and all of that stuff put on it, so I literally am just asking for someone else to put their eyes over it, nut and bolt check it, and make sure I haven't missed any hose clips, nuts, cables, like, you know, there's no hose clamp on that hose right there.
Sweet. Do you want me to go, like, suspension stuff, don't need to go over all that, just mainly
so
all this stuff?
all of that's fully untouched, it's literally just what's going on here, and then that way I know that when it goes to Jeff, it'll be sweet. Oh, we might like chuck a battery in it and make sure it's priming the gas, and we'll test all the electrics and shit. It should literally crank over, but it might just do what it was doing last time and crank and lock up, so, which is because of the way it's wired or something.
Yeah.
Which is what we're getting remedied in a couple of days.
Well, first one I did's loose.
Not for it.
Yeah, it's like, look, it's 3 for 3 now.
3 for 3?
All three top ones.
Maybe I'll just snap them.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say you probably just, yeah, forgot to do the final. Because, like, they're all consistent.
Oh, yeah.
So then they're not, like, all
So they're
random.
All, they're all nipped, but not tight.
Yeah.
They get a bit tricky to get to, eh? Some of them are 14s as well. There's 12, 13s and 14s.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's heaps of random sizes.
Yeah, 3 different sizes, bro. 12, 13 and 14. That's how the aftermarket bolt kits come for the plenums, believe it or not.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Oh, these ones underneath suck. Oh yeah, of course I have the wrong socket on too. Still have the wrong socket. I think that's that first 14 that you were talking about.
Oh, I could almost tell you what ones are what too, bro.
It's that first bottom one.
At the back there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one there, and that one there are all 14, I believe.
Yeah.
And then 12, 12, 12, and then the old ones are the 13s. That one there. Yep.
Oh, that back one fucking sucks.
No, it's jack the car up, bro. That's easier.
Oh, I've done it now.
Oh, right, well.
So it wasn't too bad. Looks like one final pass wasn't done over the intake. Apart from that, mate, I reckon brain injury aside, you've done a good job. She's ready for tune.
Roll on Thursday, eh? See what happens. She'll run, one or the other.
In a few hours, I'm supposed to be going to Tobin's, and Tobin actually doesn't live too far from here, so there's no point in me going all the way back over the other side of town to home for like an hour or so and then have to come all the way back. So I'm going to give Matt a hand swapping the diff out in Jackson's S14.
I'm pretty sure it blew the crown wheel and pinion the last track day, yeah. It's got a bit of play in it and it makes some funky noises, and it's definitely not the axles, so we'll just have to pull it apart, pull the backing plate off and have a look.
Alright, take it off. Yep. Unfortunately, my battery died on the GoPro, so I had to go and swap that out, but I've pretty much got the diff ready to come out. Just got the jack under there to support it. It's just the front two bolts that are holding it in now.
That's the one cobbler. Good job, mate.
Looks pretty good to me.
It does look pretty good, eh?
So what actually happened?
So, I don't know. He just said it was banging and making horrible noises, and I mean it's got a lot of play. It has got a knock in there. I just can't find the play. It might be in the pinion drive. Won't know unless we tip some oil out. Nothing fell out. That's a good start. We should be able to see down in here and see if that crown wheel's got any teeth missing. Ooh, is that missing the bottom of a tooth? Should have some battery because I never use it.
I don't know, to me it doesn't actually look like there's anything wrong with that
No,
either.
actually that looks pretty consistent. So maybe there isn't nothing wrong with it. Yeah, last time we thought it blew a diff, it was actually one of the inner CVs that blew apart in the axle. So maybe it's an axle. When they were in there tight, it was binding up and they were still turning both wheels. And it didn't matter if we locked them up or anything, we couldn't get them to just spin. My only other thing would be... Oh, that doesn't sound... I did think by watching, because we record everything at the track, and when I was watching the videos the other day, on the last run, on the last video from the chase car, you can actually see that this loses all drive in this wheel. It's got full smoke from this wheel, but as it does the switch on A-track into the dipper, it loses all drive on this wheel. And there's no smoke coming off it, so I did question whether it was a drive axle, but...
If it lost all drive though, I don't think it would just be play. I think it would be like
not all drive, but you
cooked.
could tell it definitely wasn't doing what the other side was doing.
Possible.
And knocking. Jack said it was horrible.
Yeah, because there's a little bit of play in that too, but like way less is where...
Yeah, you can literally hear that knocking.
Yeah.
Should we pull it apart for fun?
Sure.
I mean, it's just a bit of yucky grease and shit and a couple of clips.
Yeah. And a big ass fuck off nut, which they will take care of.
All good, yeah. That is why you should always do nut and bolt checks before you go to the racetrack on your car. Screwdriver over there, actually.
Ooh.
Bro.
I f***ing knew that was going to happen at some point. Well guys, I just ate shit and I still put it on YouTube. That's how we keep things real around here. Ah, that sucked. There you go.
Does that need any attention? That's like actual hurt. So to get your shoulder or your head?
My head. No blood, luckily.
Oh, me and that have had a relationship over the last 12 months and it's never ever been a good one. That exact right thing there happens. It normally comes home from the racetrack and gets it unbolted. Just make a mess, eh? Well, it's still in there, as is the clip holding it. Weird. It's actually got quite a bit of lash in there, and when I look at the gear oil bite on the thing, it doesn't look like it's biting in the right place. So with the little bit of play that is in there, I'll see if I can hold it solid enough for you to see it. So that there doesn't seem like a lot sitting right here, but when you're banging third gear and on the Wadar, that's going to be a hell of a vibration. So yeah, we'll just send that away.
Get a refresh.
Maybe get a refresh or just out with the old and with the new.
Yeah.
Something's definitely broke somewhere because that's a lot of bits of metal.
Right, that's going to wrap it for this one, guys. It's actually the next day on that I'm filming this outro. Matt's car is no longer here. It is at Jeff's. It is getting dyno tuned. We did a little running around today. You guys will see that in another video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know if you guys want to see more of Matt's stuff. I'm definitely going to be helping out no matter what, so it's just up to you guys whether you actually want me to film this stuff or not. I think it'd be pretty cool for you guys to see it. These guys are keen to for me to film it as well, so yeah, just let us know in the comments. But anyway, like I said, that'll be it for this one, guys. Cheers for watching. You know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.